Alright, hello everyone, my name is Timothy Lee Grant. Today I am going to continue the project that I have been working on for about a week now, something like that. Anyways, in the last video, let me minimize myself there. In the last video, we were going through and we created this secondary consumer resource microservice. But we still need to go and actually, this producer resource we never fully implemented, or we never fleshed out a lot of those concepts. For example, we didn't verify that everything was being added to the database correctly. We didn't add any like Swagger comments. We also didn't add any JUnit tests. So there's a lot that we still need to do here in this producer resource. I think today I am going to just see if I can get Swagger, and if I can get Swagger, that I'll count that as a success. So I'm gonna come here and then see, not this one. This one, it was LeetCode that I also did a LeetCode video, 2 LeetCode videos today, but that's not what we're doing now. We're doing this one. Yeah. Alright, so I want to add Swagger to my Java MVC web server. Okay. See how it suggests. Alright, so steps to integrate Swagger with Spring Boot. Okay, so I go into my POM file and I add this dependency. Awesome. Producer resource, POM file, dependency. There we go. Do I want to synchronize? Yes, I do. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now I should be able to start my app and then go to this index. Let's just see if it works before we do anything. Right now I am in consumer resource, so I need to go up 1 level and then go into my producer resource, then start it. Okay, so Maven W Spring Boot run. Okay. Well, we didn't get an error, so that's always a nice thing. And let's just see if this runs. I think, okay, no, because this is consumer resource, which, okay, good, that's what we're expecting. Okay, let me come here and go to this one. There we go. Okay, so wait, did it actually auto configure this? Wait, hold up a second. Because in JavaScript, I needed to do all of those long comments. Hold up. Let's keep reading. Let's see what it says. Okay, so I did this. Optional, customize API endpoints. You can add a config class to customize the open API metadata. Okay. So configuration, public class, Swagger configuration. Okay. So this is, I'm just creating another class. I'm not creating comments. Okay, this is actually really weird. This I went to the URL, this one, and saw all of the paths. I'm gonna guess that it has to do with the fact that Spring Boot itself is managing a lot of these beans, and because Spring Boot itself is managing all of these resources, actually it knows what the API endpoints are and what they're expecting. Although I'm not quite convinced of that yet. So that's what we're going to try to convince ourselves of. Okay, so where I saw all the paths. Okay. And then this seems very different from what I remember doing in JavaScript for Swagger. Okay. So, especially with Spring Boot, yep. It's quite different from its typical setup in JavaScript environments, like Node.js, that's what I was using, or Express. I was using both. All right, so for Java, it's auto-generated from the code, so annotation based. So I think what that's meaning is when I come into my, not Maven, source, main, Java, controller, I have these, like supply controller, and I tell it that it's a REST controller. I tell it, and by it, I'm saying Spring Boot. I tell Spring Boot about the mapping. I tell Spring Boot that here's a mapping right here, a GET mapping to this URL, so it knows that it's a GET request to this URL, okay? And for post mapping, what I'm not quite convinced of yet, and what I'm going to try to convince myself of, is how did it know what information was needed in the post? Okay, that's something I wanna look into. Okay, so post mapping, request body, supply. So this is what needs to go in, right? This is what the post request is going to take. Now I'm going to go to definition of this supply, and I'm guessing that I told Spring Boot those fields that we saw, right? The ID, the name, right? Like ID, name, and quantity, and it has it right there. And so I told it right here. Document supply. Oh my goodness, this, wow. That's actually really string. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. Let me come in here. ID is equal to test, and then I'm just gonna make up a random number. Name. Actually, this should just be a number, right? Okay. Like this. Name is also going to be, I don't know. What should we name it? Something like that. Sure. Quantity is going to be 5. Okay. So now I want to do an execute and see what happens. Execute. Okay. So this curl was sent. Okay. So now I should be able to go into my database and see that. So let's actually do that. Let's come here and then Mongo shell or something. Okay. Show DBS, right? Okay, and I want supply database. So using supply DB, was that it? No. Use supply DB. Okay. Show collections. Okay. What, db dot find all. Okay. So let's come in here and ask how to see that, because it looks like I'm not adding anything right now. Looks like I have no collections. How can I see all of the documents in my supply? I didn't even spell it right. No wonder. I'm like, okay. Use supply DB. Show collections. Okay. My collection dot find all. Right, I'm gonna do that. While it's thinking, I'm gonna go back up here. Yeah, see, this is what I'm used to, is in JavaScript, I needed to do all of these, like, very complicated, it's a comment, and then, but if you miss any of the spacings or any, it's like, this thing is so finicky. I really dislike this one because it's so finicky, and you misspell one thing, and it's not like in an IDE. Well, it is in an IDE, but it's not like this one where I can do like whatever. Like if I make a mistake here, it's gonna be like, yeah, no, that's not what you wanted to do, right? But because it's in a comment, it's just like, sure, I'll let you do whatever you want. And then when you actually try to go and do it, it's like, nope, crash. Okay. Parameters, yeah, parameters, name, required, schema, all, oh my gosh, yeah. So this is what I remember doing, and yeah. This automatically shows up in Swagger UI. Okay. I like that. This is amazing. This is so good. Okay. So here, show collections, DB. Okay, let's try that. DB dot my collection dot find. Okay, like this, and now we have one element that we put in. So let me actually see if it's in the other database. You're home!
Oh, did I interrupt you?
Oh, I'm doing a video, but it's okay.
Oh.
Welcome back!
Are you on video?
Yes.
Let's go. Do a video.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna think that it is in the other database. So I'm going to use supplies, okay? And now do the show. So db dot wait, hold on a second. I don't want to no. Use supply db. Okay, this is the database I want, and then show collections. Okay, and I want to do db dot supplies dot find, like this. And I should, there it is, we got it. So here's the one that we just used with Swagger. We input a quantity of 5. We have this ID. Okay, it's working. So that actually proved multiple things, which is, number 1, we proved that Swagger is working. Number 2, we also proved that the Java code actually is communicating with the server, or not with the server, but with the database, okay? And then we're able to get that data and see that it's there. So, all right, we were able to do that, and as I said, that was kind of the point of this video. So there we go. I said if I was able to get Swagger to work, I would classify this video as a success, and we were able to get Swagger working. We were able to verify the database connections and all of that. So this video is concluded. I will be making more videos. Obviously the time has changed a little bit, so now I will be making another video today and continuing this project. If that seems interesting, subscribe to this channel, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and I will see you guys, well, actually right after this video ends. So goodbye.